Dear students, this is your history period and we are going to take notes about our history. Basically, it is history of Pakistan, but we should know what our past was. And we are going to see our first lecture. This is about Gautam Buddha. Dear students, this is our first chapter, the life and teaching of Buddha. And we can see here, we can find the story, as the past is the story of our, history is the story of our past. So Buddhism is the, we are going to listen the story of Buddha, how he started his religion and Buddhism and his teachings as well. This is your page number 2, and now we are going to listen the story.
Born in 563 BC into the warrior caste, he lived in luxury in his family's palaces and never experienced pain, suffering, or death. He married a beautiful woman and they had a son. One day while riding in his chariot outside the palace walls, Gautama saw a sick man, an old man, and a dead man. He realized that life was an endless cycle of pain and that the only way to escape that cycle was to seek wisdom. He left his family when he was about 29 and became a homeless wanderer with 5 other men who were also seeking wisdom. Gautama tried to find wisdom through physical suffering and harsh discipline, but instead he gained only pain at last. After days of meditating deeply in the shade of a tree, Gautama felt that the truth had come to him. At this point, he became known as the Enlightened One, or Buddha. First noble truth: everything in life is suffering and sorrow. Second noble truth: the cause of all this pain is people's self-centered cravings and desires. People seek pleasure that cannot last and that leads only to rebirth and more suffering. Third noble truth: the way to end all pain is to end all desires. Fourth noble truth: people can overcome their desires and attain enlightenment by following the Eightfold Path. Right knowledge, right purpose, right speech, right action, right living, right effort, right mindfulness, and right meditation. By following the Eightfold Path, anyone could attain nirvana, which was the release from all pain and suffering. Buddha taught his followers to treat all living things, humans, animals, and even insects, with kindness and love. Buddha eliminated the caste system, the rituals associated with Hinduism, and the ancient language, Sanskrit, of the Vedas and Upanishads concerned with all human beings, women as well as men, and low-born as well as high-born. Primarily a monastic religion, young men leave their families to become monks dedicated to the Eightfold Path and achieving enlightenment, and, eventually, nirvana. The most important symbol in Buddhism is the Wheel of Life, which depicts the cycle of birth and life. The 8 spokes symbolize the Eightfold Path. Buddha's teachings and beliefs were recorded in a collection called the Tripitaka.
Okay, dear students, you have listened the story of Buddha, and now you know how he was very rich prince and he left all the luxuries of life and moved to the jungles to give the peace to the mankind. Now what I would suggest that read this story from Buddha 560 to 480 BC till the end of the page, that is Buddha's teaching, like how he spread his ideas. When you will read this story, then the story will be clear in your mind, and your assignment is to write this story in your own words and according to your choice. Like you can draw the story, you can make the timeline, or you can write it in your words. This all is about your choice. But you have to develop this story because we want to develop the stories of our past, and this is basically the purpose of the teaching of history. Thank you so much.